In 1988, Esprit de Corps magazine was founded by the husband and wife team of Scott and Catherine Taylor as an in-flight magazine distributed aboard Canadian Forces passenger planes. In the spring of 1991, in the wake of the Oka crisis and the First Gulf War, Esprit de Corps went over the top to become a completely independent commercial newsstand publication devoted to military issues, the first of its kind in Canada. From the outset, Esprit de Corps was designed to be reader-friendly, with a combination of investigative journalism, insightful history, and independent views. As a monthly publication, Esprit de Corps' feature reports have consistently broken major news stories ahead of the mainstream media. After more than 2 decades of producing award-winning news content, Esprit de Corps is without a doubt the most influential military magazine in Canada. Publisher Scott Taylor has earned a reputation as a top war correspondent in global hotspots, reporting for all the major media outlets in Canada, as well as many international publications. Taylor has written 8 best-selling books, translated into 5 languages, and this includes his midlife memoir, Unembedded. Taylor's 5-day ordeal as a hostage at the hands of the Al-Qaeda terrorists in Iraq in 2004 is told in the National Geographic docudrama Locked Up Abroad, Iraq. Esprit de Corps, in partnership with documentary producer William B. Loxton, has also produced 3 television documentaries for the Cable Public Affairs channel, CPAC. For the first of these, Afghanistan Outside the Wire, publisher Scott Taylor and military journalist David Pugliese traveled throughout Afghanistan to examine Canada's involvement in this war-torn country. In early 2011, Taylor and Loxton again teamed up to produce F-35, The Politics of Procurement. The program scrutinized Canada's decision to purchase 65 Joint Strike Fighter aircraft. During the production, Taylor and the crew were granted exclusive access to Lockheed Martin's manufacturing facility and given an up-close look at the F-35. In May of 2013, the same production team collaborated with CPAC for the program Homecoming: The Casualties of War. The documentary explores the physical, mental, and financial cost of Canada's decade-long war in Afghanistan, and the stories of veterans, those who died, and their families. Taylor leads a writing team at Esprit de Corps that includes David Pugliese, Canada's top defense reporter, Veterans Affairs columnist Les Pete, military legal affairs expert Colonel Michel Drapeau, and satirical columnist Michael Nickerson. Who reads Esprit de Corps? According to noted Canadian military personality Major General Louis Mackenzie, everyone in uniform reads Esprit de Corps. Of course, in addition to the internal Canadian Forces readership, Esprit de Corps has found a loyal subscriber base among the entire defense community, ranging from young cadets to aging veterans, from industry and political leaders to ordinary Canadian citizens who wish to be plugged in to military issues. More than 40% of our content each month is serialized history depicting the glorious victories and grueling defeats experienced by Canadian warriors dating back to the landing of the Vikings over 1,000 years ago. Unlike a news magazine or a trade publication, which often get discarded with the arrival of the next issue, Esprit de Corps readers tend to share their copies with friends or retain them as part of their own personal historical reference resource. In short, Esprit de Corps Military Magazine is the one that's read.